It's rare that anyone stops at first base, right? By the time you get to first
Right.
base, you're just kind of rolling into the, home.
Wait,
Yeah, like
isn't first base just kissing?
I think so, but we've all heard
Vicky,
paradigms
what are you
of that.
doing? Okay, well, maybe I'm thinking second.
Every generation thinks they invented sex, but really they just invented new words for it.
And those words usually exist, so we don't have to explain ourselves.
From making whoopee to sneaky link, we've spent decades talking about sex without ever actually saying sex.
So today, we're unpacking the language people have used to talk about sex through the decades.
This is Taboo Talk, Not Safe for Brunch. I'm Coralie from Vancouver, and I love digging deep and asking the questions no one will.
I'm Amber from Ontario. I'm blunt, cut through the fluff, and get straight to the point.
And I'm Vicki from Manitoba. I'm all about real connection because intimacy starts with trust. Let's get into it.
Before dating apps, before texting, and definitely before we could casually say the word sex, people still wanted intimacy. They just had to be way more careful about how they talked about it. This era is all about coded language, politeness, and saying just enough to be understood without getting judged. This predates all of us. None of us were doing the deed in the 70s. What we're talking about here is kind of like through the 70s and,
I don't know about you guys, but I watched a lot of reruns when I was a kid, after school.
Sure.
And these are all terminology that I know because they would be in those reruns or the Newlywed Show or whatever.
Right.
Like,
Or
the
my
words.
grandparents said it.
Right.
right. Or we would hear it and then we would use it in our early teens or preteens, right? And until we had our own verbiage around some of this. So
Right.
let's talk about necking or petting. That was just heavy kissing and touching. I think sometimes, we all had that one friend who had a weird uncle. Yeah. And I mean, I remember one time he made a comment about, oh, yeah, well, that girl was just dry humping, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, what is that? I mean, God, I wish I'd had Google in those years because I was like, I need to know what is dry
Here's the
humping.
encyclopedia.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I had to go to school. The Dewey Decimal System did me dirty big time. So terms were already in use by the early 1900s, and they became controversial in the 1920s during the Jazz Age, I guess. And school and parents openly warned teens about petting parties. Ooh.
Wedding parties.
We should bring that back.
Yeah. That sounds like what they do in Utah.
Yeah. Nice. How about making whoopee? I remember there was a dating show where we heard that all the time, making whoopee.
That was the Newlywed Game. And when you were saying like, oh, we used these words until we found our own words, I never once used making whoopee except
No,
for
ever.
make fun of it.
Totally.
I was confused because there was a whoopee cushion. So I remember being like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not farts.
Yeah.
It did sound kind of playful instead of sinful, and it let adults talk about sex without scandalizing the room. Probably talked about it around people who shouldn't be listening to them talking about making whoopee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think that a lot of the times these terms probably come out because of that, right?
Yeah.
So as maybe teenagers, we're making up these words and we're going to talk about new ones that are out so that our parents didn't know what we were talking about.
Exactly.
And then vice versa, our parents were saying things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
You still even see it, now I remember in the first Sex and the City movie, and Carrie is coloring with Charlotte's daughter, and they're talking about sex, but they call it coloring because there's a 5-year-old there, right? So we still find ways to get our point across.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we have to, and we can't say what we want to say around certain ears.
Yeah. So how about going steady? Obviously, that's not used anymore, but it really just meant exclusive dating. We are a couple. Often implied sexual access without saying it. We may or may not be doing the deed. And once you went steady, expectations changed, especially for women. That's where the bases came in, I think. Right?
Mm-hmm.
First base, second base, third base. They were doing that back then, weren't they?
Yeah.
We really needed to invite one of our mothers on here.
Honestly, I was so confused about the bases, about what was happening at each base. I'm still confused. I know what a home run is. I know what first base is, I think. The middle, it's just mush.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, we come from a place where it's rare that anyone stops at first base, right? By the time you get to first
Right.
base, you're just kind of rolling into the, home.
Wait,
Yeah, like
isn't first base just kissing?
I think so, but we've all heard paradise.
Vicky, what are you doing?
Okay, well, maybe I'm thinking second. I'm just thinking, once the heavy petting starts, while we absolutely have autonomy and can say that's where it ends, I mean, I think that there's just a lot. I think there's so much more freedom now. I don't even understand the bases.
I know. I feel like first base is kissing. And so this is where I get confused. So a home run is sex. First base is kissing. But then there's booby touching. Then there's genital touching. But then there's oral sex. So there's multiple bases in there. And then anal sex, is that like a double homer? I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Listen, if anybody's an expert on the bases, we need to know.
Please tell us, because we are very confused.
you guys
Very
remember
confused.
this? Holy cow, here comes the play at the plate. Holy cow, I think she's gonna make it. Stop right there. I gotta know right now. Like baseball is sex.
So apparently, Gen X is still using the bases system. So they're referencing it. And so are the boomers, of course. Wow.
I don't like my Gen X circle we're not baseball players. We're not
using the bases?
Yeah, no.
Well, you were confused anyway.
I know. I am confused.
Now, how about sleeping together? Okay, it's kind of polite. It's media safe, right? It makes sex sound domestic rather than sexual. We're sleeping together. Are we? What are you sleeping? Are we sleeping?
I
I
thought they
sure
were
hope I'm
sleeping
not.
literally. When I
I'm definitely not sleeping with anyone sleeping, but sure. Call it what you want. Still widely used today because it feels less explicit. So sleeping together, yeah.
I agree. I think that is definitely still used today.
Yeah, for sure. It's easy and it's safe, and yeah.
Yeah, because
Hanging
you'll
out
say to someone, "Oh, did you sleep with him? Did you sleep with her?" We
Yeah.
know we're not meaning sleeping,
Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
Early sex language wasn't about honesty, right? It was about survival again. You wanted intimacy without ruining your reputation, especially as a woman. But as culture loosened up, the language kind of followed along, and suddenly things became a little more casual, a little more vague, and a lot less polite.
Mhm. Funny thing about sleeping together is back in the 70s, 60s, married couples didn't even have the same bed on TV.
Yeah, they weren't.
Wilma, they had separate beds.
Yeah, they
They're
were not
sleeping
sleeping together.
They're not even allowed to sleep
Yeah.
in the same bed on TV.
hmm
No wonder we're so messed up. Okay.
So where were they fucking?
I think on the rock. Like they were going down to some rock somewhere. Bed rock. It was a rock. It was a bed.
Got it.
Probably at the drive-in where they got the ribs on the car.
Oh my God, you're back on the Flintstones. I get it.
Let's get a little later in time. By the 80s and 90s, sex wasn't hidden anymore, but clarity still wasn't the goal. So this era perfected language that let you really do whatever you want without having to define it. So this one here, getting lucky. I mean, we all know what that means. And we'll say to people about things that aren't sex, lottery tickets, a game, whatever, but we all know what we really mean when we're talking about getting lucky. And this sort of came up in the 60s and 70s, and it's still used. It doesn't imply that you're actually doing it. It's like a risk. Are you going to get lucky? I hope you get lucky. Please get lucky. Please, I want to be lucky. And this could be very Canadian because it's kind of like reserved, casual, understated. It's not like a bragging thing. So it's just sort of fun. Very St. Patrick's Day coded. Seeing someone. When you say you're seeing someone, if I hear someone says they're seeing someone, I don't necessarily think they're sleeping together. I think they're just dating. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't been single since the last century, so I don't know.
I think that people are still seeing someone in today's day and age. I definitely agree with that. I think that it could mean a variety of things. I think that it really, there's an umbrella there. And I think that it can mean whatever. But I think that when you're repeating that to somebody else, you're just leaving that to their imagination. So if I'm seeing someone, yeah, I'm seeing this person or I'm seeing a guy. Whatever that looks like, it's kind of left up to your interpretation at that point.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
really
so
good.
is it so that pretty much kind of took over going steady?
Yeah, I
Did
think
it?
so.
I
Yeah,
think that's almost the same, right?
yeah,
I would concur.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to avoid follow-up questions.
Right.
You know, it's a great way if you're single and you're just not interested and that person doesn't take no. Like sometimes it's just easier to say I have a boyfriend than to be like I'm not interested, you know?
Oh, I have absolutely used a fake boyfriend to get out of something before.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what about stayed over, crashed at my place,
Oh yeah.
that kind of thing?
You did it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
You did it.
yeah. You definitely were
Unless you
writing
say
a note.
otherwise. You did it. And this is where like I had never heard this term, which I know is weird. I'd never heard this term until you cuffing. Cuffing. Because staying over is definitely more popular in the winter here anyways.
Right.
And so that's basically I was like, what the fuck is cuffing? When you were like,
Yeah.
it's cuffing season. I'm like, is this like a hunting thing? Like I didn't get it.
I find that interesting. Certainly in the dating space that I'm in, people are not, well, maybe not the level of maturity of which within I'm dating, no one is cuffing. I don't need a place to live. You don't need a place to
Mhm.
live. We have our own lives. We're fine. I don't need a place to stay for the winter. So
Mhm.
there's no cuffing happening. But again, I think that certainly in the younger generations, I'm sure that somebody's looking for a couch to sleep on, when
Yeah.
she's mad at him. I'm not looking for that kind of
Mhm.
situationship.
Yeah. Went home together. This one, just like, yeah, you met someone at the bar, you went home together. You're going to assume they slept together. Like I would
Yeah.
assume it's basically, yeah,
Yeah.
this person went home together. Because if you didn't sleep with them, you'd be like, we went home together, but I didn't sleep with them.
It's always clarified really quick.
Right? No further explanation required. So
True.
everyone knows what it means. A booty call. This one is from my teen years. I think this was late 80s, early 90s. And it was very clear what a booty call was. Everyone knew what a booty call was. It was often said jokingly, but the meaning was very obvious. I still use the term booty call. Like,
So do
even
I.
when I'm calling my girlfriends, be like, hey, do you have time for a booty call today? We're just chatting,
Yeah.
but we call it a booty call. Even
Yeah,
though we're
I
not
agree.
having sex, we're just being fun and pretending that we're a lot younger because we're all married and boring.
Yeah, booty call is still prevalent today, for sure. It just implies an absolute lack of a commitment,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
really.
Yeah.
And I mean, prevalent today, do you think that it is prevalent in somebody who's 20 years old or in somebody who's, 40, 50?
Yes.
I would
I'd be curious.
say,
If there's anybody listening that's younger, are you still using booty call?
I think millennials are, and I think there's some still in their 30s. I don't know about Gen Z.
Mhm.
Gen Z. That was very Canadian.
Gen Z,
So
you're Canadian. But yeah, I think 30s, 40s, 50s, or if millennials, because I think it's a millennial term too.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes it's used to lay the law. It's booty call is so that's what this is. Got it.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
Yeah, I know my role. And you know whether or not you want to be that or not. You want to be participatory in that.
I
Very
just-
little left to interpretation.
Yes. Friends with benefits. This is a fun one. I love the term friends with benefits because friends are important. But this one came out around the early 2000s. And I think it was about making casual sex feel emotionally safe. But often it
Mhm.
creates a lot more confusion than clarity because
Yes.
a lot of times you end up in a situation, from what I've heard from talking to people, talking to friends, talking to clients, there's that attachment that someone's going to form.
Listen, the whole premise of that is that you are friends first, which
Mhm.
means that there is a relationship there already, right? I mean, we're all in relationships. Every relationship I'm in, every friendship I'm in, they're all relationships. Doesn't matter whether you're a booty call, you're a relationship. It doesn't matter if you're my bestie, you're my relationship. We, the three of us, are in a relationship. So the fact that you start with that friends means you're in a relationship already. And then when you add the benefits, everything gets muddy and cloudy
Mm.
and then emotions take over. I think friends with benefits is actually kind of a dangerous place to live. I'm not a fan of the FWBs.
I think it's one of those things where you should really consider it before the first time you sleep with
yeah.
someone, right? Because,
Oh.
like, for example, my husband and I were really good friends for 8 years before we started dating. And I really had to sit and think and decide, okay, if we start dating and it doesn't work out, I'm losing a really good friend.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I would start with a sometimes friend.
Yeah, totally. Unfortunately, it worked out for me, but
Yeah.
that was a hard one, you know. And I've talked to other people who've gone through similar conversations with someone that they've been good friends with. There might be a little flirting. Then they got to decide, is that worth risking this for?
Start with a friend that you're not really upset.
Yeah, maybe like a frenemy.
A frenemy.
Frenemy.
Maybe.
But yeah, this era, it didn't hide sex. It just kind of refused to label it like it once was. And once texting, apps, and the internet all took over, the language shifted yet again, as it always does, getting shorter, faster, and somehow even less defined.
If that's possible.
Well, this is the era where most people over 40 start saying, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to Google it.
It can be scary to Google.
Right? Modern sex slang is efficient, ironic, and deeply commitment avoidant.
Interesting.
Netflix and chill is our first one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will be completely transparent. I had no freaking clue what this meant at first.
Oh, me neither.
I didn't know. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
My husband told me, he's like, this is what it means. I'm like, oh,
his algorithm is different than yours.
Clearly. I'm like, I just thought it was like, you know, like we do when we watch movies, sit on each side of the couch and play with our phones. Like, isn't that it? No, it is not. It's really designed to sound low pressure while implying sex.
Yeah.
And plausible deniability was the whole point.
Yes. I'm chilling.
Just watching Netflix, hanging out.
Yeah, totally. No one's just inviting somebody of interest over to just watch Netflix. No one's doing that.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to come over and watch Heated Rivalry?
Yeah. Ooh, wait a minute. I might use that. That's a new term for 2026.
The term smash.
Yeah. That's
casual sex, usually one time, more blunt than older generation slang, and focuses on action, not connection.
This one came out from Jersey Shore. This smash came out from Jersey Shore because I remember being so like smash. I had to Google it. I was like, "What the fuck does this mean?" It was Jersey Shore. I'm a Googler.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to ruin it.
I mean, and the next term, okay, so we started with going steady.
Yeah.
We moved to seeing someone. Now we're talking to someone.
Right.
So talking to someone is the modern version of seeing someone. Often includes sex without commitment. But see, I always took seeing someone as you're committed.
Yeah, I did too.
So like, what is it?
Well, I think all of it is bullshit without communication between the two people that are I mean, because everybody is interpreting it differently. So unless you are having some really good communication around what it is that both of you are doing, chances are all of this is just crap. But yeah, talking to someone, from what I understand, would mean that, yeah, they're banging it out, but they don't do anything else together.
The term talking to someone, I don't even assume they're having sex. I would assume that's, I just met and I'm trying to decide if we like each other or not. You know what I mean? Like we're texting, we might have a coffee.
I would have thought that too.
I would have too, but the younger generation is clearly
not.
They talk differently.
They talk different
than we do.
Yes.
Nobody's talking anymore. They're texting. So talking now.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like the talking stage is where you're figuring out whether or not you want to do more than just hook up.
I know, I would assume, but these younger generations, kids these days.
Damn, showing our ages. Next one I had never heard before. Link or link up.
Yeah.
Neutral, low stakes, meet up language often implies intimacy without obligation.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that as
Next-
hookup, not link up.
Hookup, link up.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. It's really all of these terms just change because they feel they need to. I don't know.
Yes.
Mhm.
No, you're
Older
absolutely right.
generations are like, I can't use hookup. My parents did.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. They just recreate the wheel. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Mhm. But then it's really fun too to like circle back and be like, when you're an adult, like I remember saying something to my grandparents, making fun of them in a fun way, something along the lines of, when you and grandpa make whoopee next, like just joking around with them, you know what I mean? Because and we had that funny relationship. So
Yeah.
my grandma called her back massager her vibrator. It was a back massager. So we can
Yeah. That's what she told you.
No, we have just a couple more terms in this generation. Sneaky link.
Yep.
That one was
Secret
new to me.
sexual partner. Privacy
Yep.
matters. I guess this would kind of be the heated rivalry sneaky link.
Yeah, this is where that applies. It is implying that you don't want others to know
Mhm.
about your sexual relationship with this person.
Right.
Mhm.
So you have to be okay being someone's secret. And a lot of people are not okay with being somebody's secret.
Mhm.
I think that this also implies somebody might have a regular sexual partner and then also has a sneaky link on the side.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
To
I
me,
get it.
Sneaky link says side piece to me if we're not saying this is just something that we're doing and we're not talking about it to anybody else.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me too.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
All
And the
right.
last one, the final one is situationship. I just love this one. I don't know why. I just love to say it. But it's undefined emotional and sexual connection. Label exists because people won't commit, but won't let go either. So they're in a situationship.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think that while the younger people are using this in a certain way, I think that this is also coming and making a comeback with the older generations, Gen Zs, Gen X, because of the fact that we are growing into these people who have had life experience and have decided, I can't with that. I can't be emotionally invested in everything. I can't, or in another human being. I want my own space, my time, my autonomy. We've talked before about living apart together, all of that kind of stuff. It does sort of feed this situationship mentality.
I really like this term. Like, I think the younger generation, they get it right sometimes. Every generation gets it right, right? We have to listen to the younger generation. They come up with some good ideas. This is a great one. I thought of a term that's not on this list that I hear the younger people saying a lot. Cracked. Have you guys heard that?
No.
Cracked. Yeah, I got
So
cracked last night. It means I got laid. I'm gonna, yeah. Did you crack him? Crack him?
Isn't
Crack.
that more British?
I'm hearing it on TikTok. Not from British.
Ah,
I don't know if they're Canadian or American, but I hear it a lot.
Mm.
Cracked.
listen. If I tell the group chat one morning that I got cracked last night, they're gonna be like, "Girl, we'll come right over. Are you okay?" Like,
I know. It means totally different for us to be like, oh, yeah. You need me to call 911?
yeah, I'm not telling anybody I got cracked. That's for sure. That's
And
great.
I would love to know too if there's any term that you guys listening or watching have heard that we didn't talk about. Drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
We want to know. Let's talk about it. Like, what other
Yeah.
terms? Because there's some weird terms. We couldn't get into every single thing, but tell me your
Yeah.
favorite, your weirdest, whatever.
Yeah.
We
What's
wanna
new
know.
out there? Did we
Mhm.
miss anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
Say
you get-
more. Clearly, I need more verbiage.
What's wild is that the behavior hasn't really changed, just the vocabulary. Every generation finds new ways to say the same things, avoid the same conversations, and pretend sex is simpler if we don't label it. So whether you're making whoopee, getting lucky, or dealing with a sneaky link, congratulations. You're all speaking different dialects of the same language.
Thanks for filling up a seat at the Taboo Talk Not Safe for Brunch table. If today's episode made you laugh, think, or squirm a little, do us a solid, follow, rate, and leave a review. It's the podcast version of a good tip.
Want more unfiltered conversations? Hit the link in the show notes and sign up for our weekly newsletter. It's the stuff that didn't make it on the air.
Until next time, keep it bold, keep it curious, and definitely keep it not safe for brunch.